The first word is iconoclast. ICONOCLAST, iconoclast. Ramesh, an iconoclast in architecture is sometimes described as putting the insides of the buildings on the outside. Only an iconoclast would argue that honesty is no virtue. You see, an iconoclast literally means a destroyer of images. An icon is an image. It's used to describe people who don't believe in the images of God, you see. They destroy images. So, iconoclast has become to mean, you see, a person who criticizes general beliefs and traditions of the society. He's unorthodox. He's against tradition. He's a non-conformist. He's a maverick, MAVERICK, maverick. The antonym of iconoclast would be conservative, traditional, orthodox. The next word is IMMACULATE, immaculate. Absolutely clean or tidy. She cleaned and dusted the apartment every day, and no wonder it looked immaculate. Amitabh gives an immaculate performance as an aging hero. Macula in Latin means a spot. So immaculated means very clean, very tidy, very perfect, and without any mistakes. It means spotless, flawless, impeccable, stainless, without a blemish, unblemished, unseared, unsoiled, untarnished. The opposite of immaculate would be untidy, slovenly, unclean, messy, stained, tainted, blemished, soiled, smeared. The next word is indigence. INDIGENCE, indigence. He says neither the economists nor the political scientists have found a way to wipe out the iniquities of wealth and eliminate indigence from our society. Indigence is paupery, 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 poverty, penury, impoverishment. And the opposite would be affluence, wealth, riches. The next word is indolent. INDOLENT, indolent. You say couch potatoes lead an indolent life lying back in their lazy boy recliners watching TV. They lead an indolent life, a lazy life. The indolent student finally failed in the exam. That is lazy, showing no real interest or effort, lethargic, slothful, inert, sluggish. The opposite would be industrious, productive, diligent. The next is ingenious, INGENIOUS, ingenious. Without the ingenious strategy of Babur, the Afghans might never have taken India. Jagan is so ingenious, he can make the most remarkable sculptures from the most ordinary materials. Now, when you talk about ingeniousness or ingenious, you're talking about the cleverness, the skillfulness of a thing cleverly made or planned and involving new ideas and new methods. The synonyms would be resourceful, adroit, skilled, dexterous. Let's take the next word, invective. INVECTIVE, invective. He had expected criticism, but not the invective that greeted his proposal. A stream of invective from some sectors of the press continues to assail the government. Invective is criticism that is very forceful, unkind, often rude and abusive. It is kind of a vituperation. It is a diatribe. It is a sarcasm. The opposite of invective would be to commend, to extol, to praise, to panegyrize. The next word is killjoy. KILLJOY, killjoy. At breakfast, we had all been enjoying bacon and eggs until that killjoy Ranjan started talking about how bad animal fats and cholesterol were for our health. A killjoy is a person who's a spoiled sport, a person who does not like other people enjoying themselves, a person who is all the time grumpy or grumbling, grouch, 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 a party pooper. The next word is naughty, KNOTTY, naughty. What to Watson had been a naughty problem, to Sherlock Holmes was simplicity itself. That's rather a naughty question. Naughty derives from the word not, of course, and it means intricate, complicated, confusing, something which is tangled. The opposite of naughty would be simple, plain, effortless. Next word is lachrymose. Lachrymose, lachrymose. His voice has a lachrymose quality that is more appropriate at a funeral than a class reunion. He is better known for his lachrymose ballads than hard rock numbers. Well, if someone is lachrymose, it means he is tearful, full of tears, sad or tending to cry often and easily. You see, producing tears. You see, the lachrymose expression on his face. It appears that he is going to cry, he or she is going to cry. And the opposite of lachrymose would be, of course, composed, calm, quiet. Let's look at the next word, laconic. Laconic, laconic. Many of the characters portrayed by Rajkumar are laconic type, strong men of few words. Chanakya was famous for his laconic wit. So laconic is something which is brief. He says strong men of few words, concise, succinct, epigrammatic, pithy, 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 terse, 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 using what you call very few words to express what you mean, to be brief and to the point. The opposite of laconic would be verbose, prolix, garrulous, wordy, discursive. The next word is libel, libel, libel. If Batman wrote that the Joker was a dirty, rotten, mass murdering criminal, could the Joker sue Batman for libel? The actress has threatened to sue the magazine for libel for publishing an objectionable photo. A libel is a defamatory statement, act of writing something that smears other people's character, other person's character. It is slander, it is calumny, calumny, a calumny. It is vilification, spoiling somebody else's character. You see, spotting somebody else's character. The opposite would be to commend, to extol, eulogize, eulogize, eulogize. The next word is loathes, loathe. He loathes telling a lie. Booing and hissing, the audience showed how much they loathed the villain. To loathe means to dislike, to detest, to be averse to despise, despise, to abhor, 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 to express a disgust for something. The next word is lucid, lucid, lucid. Rani makes an excellent teacher. Her explanations are lucid enough for a child to grasp. It was a lucid description and we followed it perfectly. So lucid means something which is clearly understood, something which is clear, intelligible, coherent. Lucidity has to do with clarity. So the opposite of lucid are baffled, bemused, confused. The next word is martinet. Martinet, martinet. Raman was quite a martinet. He wanted all his children to observe strict discipline. So a person who believes in strict discipline is a martinet, meticulous about each and everything, a person who demands total obedience to the rules and orders. He could be a tyrant, he could be a disciplinarian. The next word is mirth, mirth. Raju found Ajay's mirth improper. Her impersonations of her teachers were a source of considerable mirth. Mirth is merriment, amusement, laughter, happiness. The opposite of mirth could be despair, unhappiness, sad. The next word you have is mordant, mordant. Actors feared the critic's mordant pen. When you talk about modern pen, you're talking about criticizing in an amusing way, biting, sarcastic, stinging. It was a modern article on the writer. Incisive, The opposite of modern would be gentle, mild. The next word is negate, Negate, negate. All my efforts to bring the two parties to the negotiating table were negated by one provocative statement. The profit of a company has been negated by the rising cost of running the business. What do you mean by negate? Something you see that happens and does not have an effect, therefore it is useless and cancelled out. Something which nullifies, which denies. The opposite of negate would be augment, reinforce, enhance. The next word is oblivious, Oblivious, oblivious. You say deep in her book, Nancy was oblivious to the noisy squabbles of her father and friends. She was so much engrossed in the book, the government seems oblivious to the likely effects of the new legislation. So, what does oblivious mean? You see, not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, inattentive, unmindful, fully absorbed in something, preoccupied, and the opposite would be aware, conscious. The next word is officious. After a long flight, Ruchira just wanted to nap, but the officious bellboy was intent on showing her all the special features of the deluxe suite. Divakar, the officious traffic warden, had decided to give me a parking ticket. So, officious means too eager to tell people what to do and having too high importance of one's own self, excessively pushy in offering one's services, meddlesome, and the antonym would be unobtrusive, submissive. The next word is ordeal, Ordeal, ordeal. Sumit was so painfully shy that it was an ordeal for him to speak up when the teacher called on him in class. The hostess's ordeal came to an end when the brave commando's freedom. An ordeal is a very difficult and extremely unpleasant situation, a severe trial, affliction, strain. An ordeal is supposed to be something traumatic, which involves trauma. For instance, when you read about planes being hijacked, the hostages you see have to face an ordeal. They have to face a very traumatic situation. And the opposite would be relief.